the Blazers play the Orlando Magic tonight.
They do.
Yes, they do. And I heard a fake trade involving Anfernee Simons.
Please let it happen, please.
Boy, let me tell you, fake trades don't have to mean much. But when you listen to trade fodder on podcasts, and they almost never mention Portland with guys like him, and then you finally hear it, it is kind of a,
That's us. Hey, that's us. You named us.
hallelujah.
We got a lot of guys that should be, like Robert Williams, should be attractive on the market. Maybe.
It's really tough, right? Teams are really dealing with the financial situation of cap, so it's not easy to move some of these dudes. And also, Joe has a real vibe right now, I would say, of I don't want to be lose trade guy.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you do that, you don't actually get a ton of movement. Now, this one was interesting. This was Kevin O'Connor of Yahoo. I saw this clip yesterday on social media saying Anfernee Simons to the Orlando Magic, so he gets to go back home, for Cole Anthony, Jet Howard, and a first, which would be a late first-round pick.
Okay, I know Cole Anthony. Jet Howard's not ringing a bell, although it's a fantastic name. I'm not going to pretend I know anything about it. What position is he? Another guard? If that's two guards, it's a bit of an issue.
He is averaging 4.6 points per game right now. He's a small forward.
He's a small forward. Okay, 6'6",
He's 21 years
215,
old.
11th overall pick in the 23 draft. Yeah,
he's a Michigan guy.
And I would imagine the Cole Anthony one would be one where you're just like, that's
your
not
backup.
That's your backup, not a long-term fit. If it whatever. Like
this is about freeing up Scoot and giving Ant a good
I'd be perfectly
team
fine
situation.
with that. If you get.
And maybe a bad first-round pick.
I'm okay with just getting a first round. Like a first-round pick for Anfernee Simons at this point is fine.
You're not inheriting a bad contract.
Cole, I think, makes the most money of the two.
I mean, you got to make the salaries match. Let me see what his contract is.
But you also have the first-round pick has a salary designation associated with it.
Cole Anthony just signed. When did it start? This is year one for him on a 3-year, $39 million deal.
I'm cool with that. Cole Anthony's a good back.
$12, $13 million a year.
Okay,
that's totally fine.
And he reportedly is a really good locker room guy, too, so I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
And if he comes in and he's like, yo, I can be the six-man backup point guard type situation, I'm in.
I also will never forget when I was a kid playing basketball in Portland, the disappointment where you had an award ceremony at the end of the season where we were given Blazer players, like this is your comparison for the year. Mm-hmm. And as a small, I was obviously a point guard, not very good at basketball.
You didn't get the Bonzi Wells Award?
I didn't get the Bonzi Wells Award, no, but I wanted the Damon Stoudemire Award because he was the starting point guard on the team, and I got the Greg Anthony Award. Nothing against Greg Anthony. He's a delightful guy. I love him as a broadcaster, but at the end of the year, I was like, man, I wanted to be Mighty Mouse.
It confused young me with why he was wearing number 50.
That's a point guard.
You're 6'2".
Why is that number 50?
What he wore at UNLV?
No,
power forward?
I was a little, unfortunately to tell you, I was a little too young to.
Grandmama was wearing number 2.
He was.
Yeah, there's something okay about a big guy wearing a smaller number. There's something weird that throws off, or at least it used to, a small guy wearing a big number. Greg Anthony, left-handed, little three-point point guard.
Throws you off.
Wearing the number 50 was just like, what? What's going on there?
Yeah.
Didn't make any sense to me.
Bring a legacy home. I'd be cool with that. Anything to get rid of Anfernee Simons
Kiki
at this point.
Vandeweghe wore 55. He was a shooting guard.
Yeah, that's back in the day, man.
You can get away with it as shooting guard.
You didn't have rules in the 70s.
When you wore the short shorts.
The short shorts, yeah.
Nobody paid attention to your number. They just looked at your thighs, man. Look at that guy's legs.
I mean, we're kind of just cool with any trade that involves moving some of these vets, right?
Literally anything at this
point. Are we going to
to
sit here and
change
get
up the dynamic?
I will not criticize. No.
That trade you
as
wouldn't
long
criticize?
as
Not
you
at all.
don't saddle yourself with another DeAndre Ayton contract that's going to be a
some vet
problem.
that takes the minutes and makes no sense for the way they're building the team. Yeah. I'm with you there.
Let's stay away from all of those potential guys at the deal. I would hope at this point the Blazer fans have learned the overvaluing of our assets, and we need to be honest with ourselves and look
if
at.
I would have told you that's what Anfernee Simons was going to fetch you in a trade a year and a half ago,
I would have said we should have traded him 2 years ago, probably when we started this rebuild. We should have traded him the second we drafted Scoot Henderson, to be honest with you. And maybe there'd be a little more value there because he's had a wildly underwhelming season.
Are we the NBA version of hoarders?
I think we are a little bit. Yeah, it's been an issue for us over the years.
Joe, you don't need Ayton. What do you get rid of him?
We got 2 guards under 6'1". Maybe let's move one of them for a guy over 6'4".
Brandon, what if Donovan gets hurt? I might need him.
Never know. Might need him down the stretch.
Joe, we don't need this guy. Get rid of this. Put it in the shed.
I can't. He doesn't fit. Not a lot of value for these guys out there. Just move them, Joe. Move them.
They play the Magic tonight. Antenna game.
Just leave him there. Have the Jimmy Butler. Don't get on the flight. Just leave him there. Hang out, Sonny. We'll get the deal done in the next week. Don't even worry about continuing the road trip.
There is an element. I don't know if you're going to do Jimmy Butler stuff today. There's an element that I wish in our lives, maybe not with our job, but other people with their jobs. I bet you they wish they could just go, I'm not showing up today.
Nah, I'm not doing it.
Give me what I want. No? Okay. Go F yourself. And there's no consequences.
Maybe I need to employ the Jimmy Butler strategy here.
I think you do. Yeah. Just, you know what? I got a guaranteed deal here. What are you going to do? Not pay me?
Miss the show.
If I get interviewed, I'm going to be like, I know what he wants. I support him. Internally, I'm going to hate you. I would hate you.
You're not going to be Kevin Love on Instagram joking about it the entire time? No. Because he's doing that right now. He's having fun with the Jimmy Butler thing.